Hello, welcome back to the L&J Juicebox.
We're here. It's the Juicebox episode 2. I'm excited. I think we got the hang of things last time. I was a little nervous, dude. I really like the way that came out last time. The whole thing.
And we had such positive feedback, so we're on a roll, and it's the second week, and we're going.
We're going.
We're talking. We're yapping. And as you can tell, today we're going to be talking about video games.
Yeah. It was, it's funny. It was a very last minute topic I thought about because of the thing we were talking about a couple VCs ago. Essentially, I actually don't know anything about what kind of video games Shibi likes besides VR chat. And the ones she knows that I like
barely a video game.
Are pretty surface level, like what I like, right? Like very surface level. You don't know like a lot of. I don't think anyone really knows. So I was like, let's talk about video games, and it was very like she's like, what are we talking about today? I'm like, dude, we gonna talk about video games. I think
that's crazy.
What's crazy?
I don't know, just because like I know you and me have probably played video games like more than our basically our whole lives, right? Like I got my first console when I was like in the single digits. I think I was like 9 or 8.
I think I was how old was I? I might have been 4 or 3 when I played my first game. Yeah, I remember. All right, I'm gonna segue this into the first question I was gonna ask. Before I ask favorites, we're gonna start with, what is the first video game we've ever played? If you remember. If you can't remember the first one you remember. Yeah. You remember? Okay. So I'm gonna start with this one.
Apologize for his raspy voice.
Yes. So for reference, my voice is really raspy. It's been raspy for like a week and a half, and I'm a little concerned. I should probably go to the doctors when I can. I've had people tell me like, oh, it's because you're screaming all the time. I'm like, but I always am loud, and I don't scream like that excessively. Like it's not that bad. So
it's okay.
I don't know.
I can cover for you. You know, if you want to scream something, just like I'll scream it for you. You know.
I just can't do impressions anymore, and I can't scream. And if I do, I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. But I like if I just talk like this is fine, right? Do I sound fine?
Sound great. Everyone tell Alex how handsome he sounds.
Would you still like me if I sounded like this for the rest of my life?
You sounded like a frog.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So, we'll start with me. My first video game, I believe I was 3-4 years old, was Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo.
So old.
Let's see. I'm just gonna expose my age and try to do the math here roughly, but I was born in 1994, so this must have been like 1998, maybe somewhere around there. Because my grandma, she ran a daycare before giving it to my mom. Well, not giving it. My mom bought it from her when she got older. Yeah. My mom's a little daycare woman. She runs a daycare, but back here before she bought it from her, and my grandma ran it, and I would go to like preschool here, and then like after school hours I would go there and blah blah blah, whatever. So yeah, the Super Mario World was my first game, along with like a couple others. Like there's like a Jungle Book game for Super Nintendo. There's an Aladdin game for Super Nintendo.
I remember the days when like making video game adaptations of like movies was like the peakest form of gaming back then.
I feel like early video game days, well, okay, kind of hit or miss, but like I feel like nowadays when there's like a movie adaptation game, you're like, oh, this is shovelware, this is schlop, like don't get this shit. But like back then, like they like, especially because like maybe I have like a Capcom bias, but like Capcom would do like a lot of like the Disney game adaptations. So like they did like the Aladdin game, and that was a great game. It's actually a really good fucking game.
Oh, don't get me started. Okay, there's like this Disney game that I'm obsessed with. It's like the Tasmanian Devil game.
You were telling me about that. Well,
yes!
Wait, is that Disney? No, that's Looney Tunes. but like a series, like a TV show
Close.
thing adaptation. Close enough, right? Like
So good. It was so good. I love that.
But yeah, Super Mario World was my first game. And funny enough, even though it was like my first game, because 3, 4 is really young. I'm not gonna sit here and make up a fucking story about like, yeah, I beat fucking Bowser. I was 3 years old. I'm a fucking Giga Chad at birth. No. Like, so I have this funny story of like early Alex self-confidence story or whatever of so in that daycare, remember, I had this older friend who I think her name was Jasmine, and my mom would essentially like trusted her to like be like my best friend, look after me and stuff, right? So like I would play like the first level, so in Super Mario World, you know, like in every Mario game, there's like different worlds, and then like World 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you've played like a desert world, blah blah blah, right? So the first world is Yoshi's Island, and there's like 5 levels, 4 levels, and the castle level is like the last one before you continue to the next segment world, whatever. So like I would play the first, second, third level easily by myself, but I was like too scared to beat the final level in the first world, which is the castle. I would always give her the controller. I'm like I can't do this. I need you to do it. And then one day she's like, you're gonna do it. I was like, I can't do this. And I fucking did it. I was like, no fucking way. I did it. It was like I was like so I was so new to video games that like I didn't have the confidence to like beat like the first castle, you know? And that was my first video game. I'm gonna keep rambling, but I'm curious what your first video game was.
Dude. Oh man. I technically have 2. One I count as a real one. The first video game I opened, right, wasn't the first video game I played. So you know what I'm talking about, like you were kind of saying the similar thing, like when you first pick up a video game and you hold your first controller, you don't know what you're doing. You're like looking down at the buttons and they're like, press A to jump, and you're like, huh? Where's that, you know?
Oh,
the
dude.
First
yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, what? I don't even know how to get this thing to work yet. But my first video game, when I my poor ass, we got a PlayStation 2, found it in the trash, and we made it work. and I was so poor. I'm like, yeah, my first console. Oh my god! Because I had like friends and stuff that would talk about like playing consoles and stuff, and it's like, oh wow, aren't you special? I was like 8 or 9 or something. Anyway, we got our first PlayStation 2 out of the... God, I feel so young compared to you saying PlayStation 2. But out of the trash. And my first video game I ever opened came with 2 games. It came with Sims Bust Out and Gex the Gecko Enter the Gecko.
Oh,
the first video game I played
Gex
was Sims Bust Out. Gex, dude, that's what I'm saying. The first game I played, technically, was Sims. But if you know Sims, especially old Sims,
right,
that shit is complicated as fuck. Not knowing how to hold a console, I played it. I got into a menu. I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, I don't know how to do this. Not even my dad could help me like figure it out. So we're like, okay, we'll play the other game, Gex the Gecko Enter the Gecko, and that was the first video game that taught me like buttons. It taught me like what video games like even are, because I didn't even know like what a concept was, right?
Right.
And I was like, oh my god, I get to control the factor. It's like a show, but I get to control it. That's awesome.
Right.
And I want to show you Gex later, but there are 2 first levels in Gex the Gecko Enter the Gecko.
Right.
The first one is themed after Looney Tunes, and the second one is a horror level, right?
Right.
And you know me, as an 8-year-old, I am like actually the biggest pussy ever, right? So I remember the first level I played in Gex the Gecko was the horror one, because I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. And you go in, and even now it feels traumatizing kind of being in that level, because it's got like scary music. The paintings are coming out and like screaming at you like in One Piece. And dude, there's so much. And there's like whispers, and like there's like the Mona Lisa, and then the Mona Lisa's like in an elevator, and then you go like down the elevator, and the Mona Lisa's like neck like stretches down, and it like shows that she's like a giant like scary snake.
I think
all this first level in this first video game I played gave me so much trauma. I remember like I don't even think I ever beat like a level in a video game for a while without my dad helping me because my dad kind of had to help me play video games. Like, Dad, can you do it for me? I'm scared. Or like, especially when there was a boss, just like 8-year-old me experiencing like stress for the first time was like coming up to a boss and being like, I can't do this. I need my dad.
Dude.
It was too scary.
Dude, I sometimes wish like horror games can still be fucking scary. I went through my Resident Evil phase like I think in like 2021. I don't know if you know this. I fucking love Resident Evil. I fucking love Resident Evil. And I played I started with 2 remake, 3 remake, etc., etc. Dude, when I got to 7 isn't my favorite, but it is the most scariest one. Holy fuck, the whole fucking like I don't remember where it takes place, like Louisiana or like the fucking that type of like rotten fucking
kind of like residential
shit.
Like the icky residential areas. Was so scary.
That's already
I played that co-op because it was too scary to play on my own.
Wait, is it co-op? Are you sure you're not thinking of 5?
Which one?
7.
I'm thinking of the later ones.
7.
You're thinking of 7. Oh yeah, Biohazard. Yeah, that one's so scary.
Oh, that's right. They call it Biohazard over there, right?
Yeah.
That's so fucking. That's right. So what was I saying? The point is like, excuse me. Like I'm a grown ass man and I can still be scared of video games. However, I wish I could just like play these games as a kid to have that full horrifying experience, like that really immersive imagination, you know? Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Like,
oh yeah.
I remember.
I mean, dude, Enter the Gecko was scary. It was really scary.
So
there's so much like in like early video games, the thing about how like nowadays you can die and respawn. In early video games, you had lives, and if you ran out of those lives, the whole video game restarts.
You'd have to start.
And that's the scariest shit. Because like that's how Gex is, right?
Right.
You have a few lives, and it's easy to get lives. It wasn't that punishing. But to someone as shit as someone like as me, like it was my first video game, I got low, and I would be like halfway through the game, and I'd run out of lives, and it'd be like, game over.
Right.
That's it. You have to restart.
Dude, yeah.
That's so scary.
Like having lives actually like meant something in like earlier video games. I know I have like a lot of boomer takes, and like we were talking to Malmo earlier. He's like, nah, you just don't play video games. That's not true. I was like, yeah, he's right. However, I do believe that like nowadays lives don't fucking matter. Either like you don't actually like get what's the word? Not discipline, but like you don't suffer the actions of your consequences if you die in a video game.
Exactly.
Like even like newer like Mario games, like you kind of like okay, basically old games was like you collect lives, and if you lose all your lives and go to 0, you depends on the game. Some of them you like would restart all the way at the beginning. Some of them you would just restart the stage from the beginning. Like you'd have to redo the stage. And I feel like I don't know, like I guess it's tedious. Like let's make video games easier. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Is this a boomer take? I just feel like it felt more rewarding to be like be like when the feeling you get when you clutch, like you get through a level and then there's like a boss at the end, but you have like one last life and you're like, I gotta do this. That sweating, tense feeling, dude. And you pull through. You're like, I can fucking breathe. And you're like, it feels rewarding, dude. It feels rewarding.
That's why I kind of like roguelikes and like the early days of like battle royales like first came out. You know, you get in and every single loot that you get, all the perks they get, all the skills you get, if you die, you lose them. That's it. It's over. Right. And that's what's scary because you actually have like incredible stakes and stuff. Or like, I guess like RPGs where if you die, you lose all your items and stuff like that, and you don't really get to keep much. I remember that.
Fucking
scary stuff.
Oh, okay, wait. RPGs. Video games. I want to talk to you about Pokemon so bad because I fucking love old fucking Pokemon.
What was your first Pokemon?
My first Pokemon, dude. This I'm telling you right now, this whole episode's gonna expose our fucking age gap. It's fucking crazy, dude.
It is.
So
I think I remember mine.
I would like to. You know me. I can't just answer a question. There's always a fucking story with me. I got a story for this one.
So this guy.
The short answer is my first Pokemon, I believe, was Pokemon Red version, or Yellow. No, it was Yellow version. Because the first 3 games were Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, and then Yellow version came out after. Green was Japanese exclusive. They had green and red in Japan. Yes. So, like, you know how they make 3 versions of like every game? Yellow version was like the third.
Well, I thought it was 2.
Improved. Well, they do 2 versions. So like red and blue, gold and silver, sapphire, ruby. And then they make a 3rd version later on. So like yellow version was the improved version.
Oh.
Crystal version was the improved one. Emerald was the improved one. They didn't do that for like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but you know, you get the idea. I think they still do that. Yep. Even with the new games, they always make 2 versions. True. Actually, no, they don't do that anymore.
There's like X, Y, and then the Z.
Did they ever make a Z?
They did that, or am I tripping?
No, I think they.
I don't remember if they made a Z.
I think they stopped making 3rd versions after. Oh my god, wait a minute. Yeah, they stopped doing that. They used to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, they used to, yeah.
You feel old?
Fuck you, dude. Yeah, I do feel old. Because I'm literally here explaining this, and you're like, Speckledorf, dude. You're like, really? And I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm starting to realize, like, wait, they don't do that anymore. Because I think they stopped that after 4th
like
gen.
Yesterday, huh?
4th gen was the last time they did it. Because 5th gen, they did black and white, and then they did black and white 2. There was no gray version. I remember everyone's like, oh, they're going to make gray version. There was never a gray version. It was just black and white 2.
Oh.
You remember black and white 2? You ever play those?
Okay, well, my first Pokemon was Soul Silver.
Soul Silver? Dude,
yeah.
I was
not as old as the ones you played, but I like to think it was still pretty old.
Dude, I'm so old that when Heart Gold Soul Silver came out, I had been waiting for the original Gold and Silver to get a remake, and I was in high school when Soul Silver and Heart Gold came out, dude. Dude,
I played that on my DS under the blankets at like 3 a.m.
How old were you when you fucking when you played your first Pokemon game?
10? Maybe. Oh, it's a hard question.
That's crazy.
It was on the DS, not the
DS. Yeah, it was
on the DSi.
Well, the DSi was a improved DS that still played DS games.
I think my first DS or my first Nintendo console was the DSi. I think.
Holy shit. I remember getting the DSi, like, upgrading from the old chunky one. I don't know if you remember that. The first DS was the fat, ugly, chunky gray one. You're looking at it, dude.
I think I might have owned that, though. I don't remember if I owned that. I remember the DSi very well, and I remember the 3DS perfectly.
Oh, dude, I brought my DSi everywhere, dude. I love that thing.
Same. I was the type of kid that had my DS on me like in my little pocket or like in a pouch or like in my bag, like at all times. And that's why I loved like the idea of like Street Pass and all that stuff. It was so cool, dude. Oh, and I had the early Pokemon. It wasn't like the Pokemon Go thing. It was I forget what it was called. It was like, it's not the Pokemon Plus. It was something that you'd have your DS on you, and then it was like a little button or a little badge, and then it would like catch your Pokemon and count your steps.
Yeah, that came with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and it would count your steps and stuff. Yeah.
I had that, and it was so cool. I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
I should have mine somewhere in this house. And there's probably a Pokemon that's been trapped like a genie, like for fucking like a decade. It probably still stuck in there, dude.
He'll grant you 3 wishes. Oh yeah, that's so cool. I wonder, dude. Oh my god, I wonder if I have mine somewhere. I wonder how many steps it's counted, like in a dusty old box, and for like 100 years.
Holy shit, dude! This is so weird that like you're saying like, oh, dude, I remember Heart Gold, Soul Silver, like. That game is old, which even for me, yes, that's like That might have been like 15, 14 years ago. But what's scary to me is that like that was high school for me. Like, oh, what the fuck, dude?
If you can name the Pokemons, I'll tell you which ones I played because I don't remember the names. I think there was something called like Platinum or something that I might have played as well. I don't remember what came after Soul Silver and Gold. What was that?
Let's go by gens. There's Gen 1, 2, 3. Gen 4 was Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and still during.
I played Pearl.
And then right. Oh, really? Okay. So you played Gen 4.
Is that earlier?
What do you?
In Soul Silver?
Well, Soul Silver came out. Heart Gold, Soul Silver came out after Diamond and Pearl, but it was still Gen 4.
Oh.
Like Gen 4 is like the Pokemon generation. Like the.
I might have strangely played Soul Silver first and then gone back and played Pearl, thinking it was the next one.
I mean, technically, in the order of games, like every gen. Okay, this is getting confusing. I'm making this sound confusing because Heart Gold and Soul Silver are remakes of Gold and Silver. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are based on like Johto, like the region Johto. That's Gen 2.
Yeah.
So technically,
I played those.
you are playing in order, but I don't think there's any like order. Like you can play them in like whatever order.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, of course.
I guess
it's like I'm thinking chronologically.
Except for like.
And then after Soul Silver is what?
After Soul Silver, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, then is 5th gen. It's Black and White. You ever play Black and White?
I think I played that. I think I missed that one.
Oh, those are so good. In my opinion, those are.
I really like the Pokemon from it. I really like the Pokemon from Black and White. So I don't know why I didn't play it. I just don't think I ever did.
I personally think those are like the last really good Pokemon games because I don't like them after that.
Really?
6th gen X and Y was the first Pokemon game I never completed. I got to the 3rd gym and I was like, I'm not having fun.
I really didn't like X and Y because I really liked X and Y. I thought it wasn't too bad. I thought it was the first in the 3D series that was like good. It was alright. I really liked the story of it and how they did it.
Right.
X and Y, yeah. No, I thought it was alright. I think the ones after that suck.
I think they get worse after that. Like I think they actually get even worse.
Romy they get, the worse they get.
Dude, I remember when what was after X and Y? Was it Sun and Moon? It was Sun and Moon, then Sword and Shield. And I remember I was the fucking guy that like my friends and my college friends and like people in the FGC that I was like a part of, whatever. They wanted to fucking stone me to death because I'd be like, dude, these games are getting worse. Game Freak's getting comfortable because they're like, oh yeah, we can like put less animation into these Pokemon and whatever. And people will be like, I hate this fucking argument when it comes to critiquing a game and people are like, you know, they make these games for kids, dude. Like you're thinking about it too. I'm like, that's not a good fucking argument for like saying a game is shit, dude. That's like, cause the games I grew up with, like the objectively what I think are the better Pokemon games. Those games are technically made for kids too, and they have quality. I hate that fucking argument because it's essentially saying like it's okay to feed your kids slop. It's okay to give them like a bad game. It's like no, like.
And I don't understand that argument at all because when I was a kid, even I had like a mind on quality. Like I could tell if a game was shit.
Right.
And I would really tell like. Dude, I remember I played so many, like even when I was like first getting into video games, like I would play games, I would pick up some and I'd be like, this is schlop. I hate this. This is nothing like Gexagecko. And then I'd drop it.
Dude, I remember my first like bad video game experience, like where, dude, I might be slow. This fucking hell, dude. Are you familiar with how infamously bad Sonic 06 is? Do you know what Sonic 06 is? So they tried to like, it wasn't like a ooh, excuse me.
Jesus. Excuse me.
That fucking protein shake, dude. God damn.
Lock in.
There's so in 2006 there was a Sonic game. It was like Sonic fans don't want to hear this, but it's true. It is essentially Sonic Adventure 3, but it's just called Sonic the Hedgehog. But because the first Sonic is called Sonic the Hedgehog. To simplify it, we just call it Sonic 06. And it's an unfinished schlop. Like, it's a fucking horrible game. Like, everything, you could write a thesis on how fucking horrible that game is. And I remember playing it, and it was
Isn't that the thing about Sonics? Is that most of them are like kind of cheeks?
I think after that is when they were kind of like bad. There's still like sometimes a few good ones, but like, I think the problem with Sonic games is like, how many times can he be like, the gimmick is fast, until it's like, okay, I've like done this so many times. Like, Sonic is stun locked on a gimmick that like you can only do so many times until it's like, okay, like, you know?
Right. I did play a Sonic game. What was the first one was Shadow the Hedgehog. I played that one.
Shadow the Hedgehog. That is, wait, like,
It's just called Shadow the Hedgehog.
where he appears or where you play as him?
He appears and you play as him, I think. Or I guess you just play as him. I remember playing as him.
Does he have the guns?
It was like a dark city, and yeah.
That's Shadow the Hedgehog. There's a GameCube game called Shadow the Hedgehog.
That was the first Sonic game I played.
Oh, I don't even know if that game's good or not. I've never played that game. I think I have that game.
I liked it.
You liked it?
I liked it. It was cool. I didn't finish it. I liked it. Apart from that, I played just like classic Sonic on like my computer in class sometimes when I was bored, but I was never really huge into Sonic because I kind of agree with what you're saying when, you know, the gimmick is that you're fast. I understand there's kind of more than that, but it kind of got repetitive, and I was like, I get it. I'm good.
Right, because you can only do that so many times, and that's not to say like they can't still make a good Sonic game, because once in a blue moon there's a good one.
Absolutely no.
Like, what is it? I think one of the most interesting Sonic games, I haven't played it in a long time, so I don't know if this is like a nostalgia thing, but like Sonic Unleashed, it's the game where like he turns into a werewolf, or technically a what? A werehog.
What?
Yes, there's
What?
day stages where you're fast, and then there's night stages that play like a completely fucking different game, and it's actually a really fun game, and the music's good. Well, that's to be expected. I think like every Sonic game has good music, so even if the game is dog shit, at least you have a good fucking soundtrack.
That's true. I always liked the music. The music was always so good.
Oh, I need to rewind like 10 minutes into our conversation, because I was gonna tell a story about my first Pokemon game, and then I just said it, and then we got carried away talking about Pokemon. All right.
Now
So
we talk about Sonic.
I don't want to talk about Sonic anymore. Okay, so my first Pokemon game, I'm pretty sure it was the yellow version. And it was, I believe it was like Christmas of like 1998. I'm probably getting my years mixed up, but
Sounds so whimsical when you say it like that.
dude, no, this is literally like the best Christmas I've ever had. Nothing will top this. It's such a good memory. So, I had never met my cousin, who at the time used to live in Boston. And I've told you about my grandfather, the one that used to work at the World Trade Center, that retired a few months before 9/11, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Him and his wife, my grandparents, lived in Jersey. So there's one Christmas where we drove all the way up to Jersey, and I met Fernando, my cousin, for the first time. And we actually got like a DLC lore dump to this video, because our grandmother just passed away. I think like 2 years ago she passed away finally. so both of them they're gone. But this is the 90s, and where was I going with this? The DLC the DLC lore of this. So like after she passed away, our aunt was like, "Oh, like you guys always talk about this Christmas story." I was like, "Yeah, dude, that was like how me and Fernando, like my cousin, met." Dude, it was the first time I saw snow. It was like a genuine Christmas, because I'm from Florida. We don't celebrate Christmas with snow. It's fucking, I gotta air out my fucking nuts because it's hot as shit. You know?
Same. It's hot, and we have a summer Christmas over here.
You know, like, say what you want about, like, you prefer the hot, you prefer the cold, winter, whatever seasons, but Christmas is optimal when it's fucking cold and snowing. That's like the true Christmas spirit. So, okay, it's fucking snowing. I meet my first and closest cousin, Fernando. He's cool as shit. And this was like the rising peak of Pokemon, where like you couldn't even fucking not only get the games was like hard, you have to like jump to stores trying to fucking see if any had them in stock, but also like Game Boys were sold out everywhere, especially because like Christmas was coming around. We didn't know this until like after my grandma had passed away. My aunt was like, I remember that fucking Christmas. Your grandma broke her fucking back trying to find 2 Game Boys for you fucking kids. And we never knew that. We're like, what the fuck? So our favorite Christmas, like, we didn't realize like how much like effort our parents and grandparents put into that Christmas, because it was also the first Game Boy I ever had. And then yeah, I had fucking Pokemon Red or Yellow. I don't remember. It was one of them. And Fernando had Blue. I know he had Blue version. And I quickly found out, because remember, I'm like 4 years old, and then I'm like, wait, I can't read this game. I could not fucking read these games.
All right, you can read it.
So like, I was like following what my cousin was doing, because my cousin is like 2 years older than me, and he's like, dude, so like friendly rival origin stories, because like my cousin was like 2 years older. He was like the cooler cousin. That was like my Gary Oak. Like I was Ash, that was my Gary. He was the one I wanted to strive to be like, you know? And he'd be like, I can read, I can get further in the game. And I'm like, no, I gotta be the Pokemon Master. And you know, like, so, but I couldn't fucking read this game. So like, I got like up until like the fucking, I didn't even get to fucking Pewter City. I didn't even get the first badge. I think I like caught like a Rattata, and I'm like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. And I was like, how do I save?
I understand it now.
I'm like, how do I save? How do I fucking save my game? He's like, I'm not telling you. I'm like, please, I need to save my god. So I was like, I think I saved. I turned it off, turned it back on. I did not save, and I was like, fuck me. So
no.
But still, like, it's such a whimsical Christmas though. But so this has like a part 2, because at the time, so my mom's from Colombia. She was born and raised Colombia, met my father. They moved back to the States. Well, my dad was American from New York, whatever. So when they settled down in Florida, whatever, and even when I was like 3-4 years old, my mom was still learning English. My mom didn't know any English when she got with my dad.
Wow.
So she was learning English when I didn't even know how to read. So
oh my god.
So she like bought the Pokemon guidebook, and like she essentially like played the game side by side with me as she was learning English. It's like so fucking cute that like my mom, like, I mean, I don't know, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but also like trying to make sure her son had a good time and like could enjoy this fucking game that like, because you know, I played Super Mario World, but I didn't have to read for that. Pokemon was a game where you needed to read to understand the plot, where to go next. And
I didn't speak words.
I couldn't read, and like she was like learning English and going through the guide and like, go here, and she would like, we'd be in bed like kicking our feet together, fucking I'd be eating breakfast, and because like once you know how to do certain things, you can like I could like see the length of words and be like, okay, this is like Bubble Beam, this is Growl. But like when it comes to like plot stuff and like where to go next, she would read the guidebook and tell me what to do. It was a very sweet memory. In fact, it was like in 2019 when I was, you remember I just lore dumped you like a lot of shit that happened in 2019.
Yeah.
I like sat down and we were like talking about nostalgia and stuff, and I was listening to like the Pokemon Red and Blue OST, and she's like, oh my fucking god, I know this, this is Pokemon, and she was like naming the towns and everything. She like still remembers that stuff. It was like, it like filled me with glee, dude. She still got it. Mama G still got it, dude. Oh, dude.
That's so awesome.
It's just like
oh my god,
I forever will have like such an immaculate memory with not only that Christmas of 1998, I believe, but also like my first Pokemon game. It's not my favorite Pokemon game, but that was my first one, and it has such a good fucking memory, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so awesome. I remember that as well, because like Pokemon Soul Silver was the first video game I played on the DS, apart from like You know, it was literally the first one. Yeah, because like I for ever since the start of my years, only ever got DSs or Nintendo games to play Pokemon.
Right.
I don't really care about anything else. Mine Mario Party, Mario Kart pisses me off. I played Mario Wonder, it was good, but I have only gotten DS games and Nintendo games to play Pokemon. So, and ever since, because I remember I played Soul Silver and it was like such a life-changing experience for me. I don't know why, but it was everything about
those games are some of the best fucking Pokemon games, and then they fucking remade them, and they were even more peak.
I know, and it's like that's why I kind of just love them. They're so special to me. I remember like seeing like the Lavender Town theme song like during the creepypasta era, and I was like, oh my god, like it's like seeing it reverse because it was already creepy forward, and I remember like during the creepypasta era and all that because I was a creepypasta kid. They reversed it and it was meant to be like a big scary thing, and I was like, this is just nostalgic to me. I love Lavender Town and I love all the theme songs, and I love the red Gyarados and all that. It's all like core memories to me, which is why I love Shiny Gyarados so much, and I'll never ever forget Shiny Gyarados.
So you know that like excuse me. My fucking throat, dude. I'm doing pretty good today. I'm doing pretty good. You know the
You're good.
The first two gens, Red, Blue, and Gold and Silver, like all those Pokemon games, they're based on, like the main, they're based on like real places in Japan. Like the first 4 gens are based on like actual places in Japan, dude.
Johto and
Johto, Kanto, Hoenn, dude. When we go to Japan, we need to like I know we're kind of gonna freeball it. But we should see, like, while we're in certain areas, we should be like, oh, dude, let's, like, see the reference of this town or whatever.
Yeah, we should. I'd love that. I bet you there's, like, specific places and, like, landmarks that have been, like, that were, like, made in Pokemon.
Pokemonified, yeah.
Inspired by real places and stuff.
Dude, that's why I'm saying that one video I, like, sent you, I'll put a link in the description. It's a really cool video about, like, why Johto is really cool, Gold and Silver, and, like, the lore that goes into those games, like, because Johto is based on like that, I don't know what the region is called in Japanese, but like the Johto region, whatever it's based off of Japanese, all the Pokemon are based on like animals that exist in that region of Japan, like Spinarak, you know, the spider that's based on like a Japanese spider.
That's so cool.
Stanler, the fucking deer. I'm sorry. So you remember the deer? You remember the deer Pokemon? There's a deer called Stanler, right?
Stantler, yeah.
He's based on, I'm forgetting the name of the town, but
I thought he was a reindeer.
He is a reindeer, but aren't reindeers just deer? Is there a difference?
I don't know. We don't have them. I've never seen one. I don't know the difference. That's Australian wash.
I always thought that reindeer was like the Christmas name for deers. I don't know. I actually don't know now. Actually,
I don't know.
So the deer Pokemon is based off, and you find him specifically in the area that's based off the deer park place in Japan. Like, you know, like,
oh yeah,
like you've seen like plenty of animes and stuff where like the kids will like go on a field trip episode and they go to like the deer park where they can pet them and feed them and shit. Like in Johto, you find the deer in that area where like the deer are located. Like that game is so like it literally follows the source material so fucking good, but like with the Pokemon twist, it's so cool. Like the fucking rocking tower, the ruins of Alph, the lake where the red Gyarados comes from. I don't know the lore behind that, but I'm pretty sure that's like a real lake too. What is it? Goldenrod City is based off of Osaka. Oh, dude, I love Gold and Silver so much, dude. Fuck.
Like, video games kind of was like the first, like, it wasn't even movies, surprisingly. It was more like video games that kind of like made me take an interest in like other places in the world and all that.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, I played like GTA 4, and GTA 4 was my first like real perception of like what New York City is like, right? Even though it's not New York City, whatever they call it in it's Liberty City, right? But it's New York City.
It's New York City, right?
And I remember like I was like older when I played GTA 4, but I didn't really care about American cities. Like, despite what Americans might think, we don't really like. I wasn't like they don't teach us about that type of stuff in primary, like early school and all that. Like, we don't really care. But I played and I was like, oh wow, New York City's awesome, it's so big compared to my city. And I remember played like a Saints Row, and it was like a Salt City or Salt Town or something like that, and it was based off, I think, like Miami or something, and that was like, oh wow, Florida's so interesting.
That's
oh, my goodness.
so fucking fascinating. I've never thought of like the GTA games like that because obviously I'm fucking American. So like, even though I'm Floridian and I don't have big cities and stuff here, if I play a game like fucking the one with the Liberty City, right? Like, I just think of it like it's just an American city. I've seen it or I'm familiar with it.
Funny thing about like San Francisco. I mean, not San Francisco. What was the GTA game? The one that was like before GTA 4. That was
San
same map as GTA 5. San Andreas. Yeah, that's like based off like LA and stuff. I didn't know that, but until like way after. But I was like, oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Oh, fuck. It just, to me, it's fascinating that you're like, oh, like this game made me think of the rest of the world. But I guess that's because I'm American, so I didn't think much of it. But I think that's like fascinating. Like, how you feel about the GTA games giving you that feeling, that's what I felt about like Pokemon. Like, even before I knew it was based on Japan, I was like, oh, I want to like go to like Pokemon places. And then growing up and finding out that's what it's based off of, I'm like, dude, I want to go to Japan. I always wanted to go to Japan.
Pokemon, weirdly enough, I was like, oh, this is just like a different version of Australia.
Wait, what was a different version of Australia?
Like Pokemons and stuff. Like, I never really, like, I was too young to be like, oh, this is based off a different world. I just thought it was like just normal English stuff, even though it really wasn't. Yeah, I was like, damn, these roofs look a little strange, but I never really went any further than that.
Oh
my god.
I need to get to where we're excuse me. I want to know. So I'm gonna change topics here. I want to know what is your favorite video game? Because I know you like Skyrim, but I don't know if that is your favorite. Is it?
It is. It is. Elder Scrolls 6 Skyrim is my 5 Skyrim is my favorite. My favorite video game of all time. I played it when I was very young. I have a lot of reasons on why it's my favorite. Don't even get me started. I could be here all day, but it was like RPGs are like kind of like my favorite. Like those type of RPGs, like the open world, free roam RPGs are like my favorite type of like video game. And Skyrim was like I played Oblivion, and I played because I played all the Elder Scrolls, but Skyrim I played first.
Right.
And I played it like in like 2012, so I was 11 when I played Skyrim. And oh my goodness, that's why I think 2012 is like my favorite year of all time, because 2012 was the same. Well, I mean, Skyrim came out in like 2011, and so did Black Rock Shooter. But I discovered Black Rock Shooter and Skyrim the same year in 2012, which is why 2012 is like my favorite year of all time, because I have my favorite anime, my favorite aesthetic, and my favorite video game all from then. And I've been so loyal to these like things like ever since. I love them so much.
Dude, that was like high school for me. Well, end of high school, because I graduated in 2012. But I remember like 2010, 2011, and 2012 being, for me, like some of the coolest fucking years for video games, dude. Because there was
totally.
There was I've never played Skyrim at all, but Skyrim came out around that time. I believe Mega Man 10 came around that time. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm on burpee today. I'm so sorry. Jesus. Tatsunoko versus Capcom was a game I got. There's so many good games. Actually, when did Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out? I think those games came out around like 2010. It was like around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because makes sense, because I played it when I was like 9. So yeah.
Holy shit, dude, that's so crazy, dude. You don't. Oh, I'm gonna sound. I'm exposing my age. I'm gonna sound like a fucking boomer. Like, you will never know the feeling of what it was like back when only the first generation of Pokemon existed, like red, blue, yellow, and you're like 150 Pokemon. This is crazy. Which, by the way, the reason why Pokemon was so revolutionary, think about this, right? So back in the day, RPGs, JRPGs, anything, except for Dragon Quest, but that was like in Japan, so we didn't have anything like Dragon Quest. But RPGs, you always like, whether you switch teammates or not throughout the story, you always had a set team, like your 4 players, or like even if like a character dies in the story and you get like a new one that replaces you, no matter how many you replay the game, you have a set of characters, right? Pokemon, at least in the States, was the first time where it's like, wait, I can make my team out of technically 150 fucking characters. That's fucking crazy. That was so like revolutionary for the time. Now, get this. Again, back when first gen was the only one, we didn't know if like there was going to be like Pokemon 2 or something like that, you know? So the feeling of like, and remember, this is like early internet days. This is, you cannot fathom what this was like, dude. This is like early internet days where you can't even like see like what's being discussed or like what's in the works. Like now, like you fucking like, Elon Musk pooped his pants. You're gonna find that out immediately because of fucking how active the internet is, right? But
which is why like game guides and stuff were like the meta back then, because like that was your only way of knowing. And I didn't even have the internet, so you literally used to go to like EB Games, which is like our game stuff, and I'd be picking up like game guides, and they'd tell you like cheats on the games and like what the news is and what's going on and what games are coming out. And it's like, oh, we've been in talks with the director, and it's like, wow, people actually make these games. What?
Right?
That's so cool.
So the thing is, like, we didn't know there was gonna be like a gold and silver, and I remember like those playground rumors, like, oh, you can there's a Peekaboo. They used to say this all the time, like, oh, there's a Peekaboo. There's like a blue Pikachu. You can catch a blue Pikachu. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? That doesn't exist. Or some of us would believe it. It would be like, dude, there's new Pokemon. I swear there's new Pokemon. Then Pokemon, the first movie came out, and they showcased Snubbull and Azumarill. And it was like, oh, it's real. It's fucking Peekaboo. And they only showed 2 like second gen Pokemon. So we're all like, wait, like, what's going on? You can't catch those in the game. Then Gold and Silver came out. The feeling of getting another 100 plus Pokemon to catch and like a whole new region was fucking mind blowing at the time, dude.
Christmas came
actually fucking mind blowing. Oh my god. Now it's just like, now we're just used to like, oh, new Pokemon game, like new Pokemon, cool. It was like when it was fresh, it was so exciting, dude. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Oh wait, I want to know what your favorite Pokemon is.
Like Pokemon, like a Pokemon.
No, like your favorite Pokemon creature, yeah.
Snorlax.
Oh, I knew this.
I knew this. I love Snorlax. He's my favorite. I mean, he's just like me, dude. He eats a lot. He sleeps a lot.
That's so cool.
Snorlax. Remember that artwork I got of me and Snorlax in like the old Pokemon art style? You ever see that?
Yeah. I think so. I think you did show me that.
It's like
I know you do love Snorlax.
The best $100 I ever spent. Yeah, I love that commission. Wait, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really decided. I always thought that I did have a favorite. You know, I like Spinda a lot. I really like
Spinda.
Vaporeon, but the memes of it kind of ruined it. So I can't really say
I love Vaporeon, but the fucking memes piss me off. Dude, Coomer's ruined everything. I hate that.
I know.
So much.
Like it generally is like my favorite little guy because I have like a fish fucking hyperfixation of like fish creatures and stuff, and he's literally like the coolest thing ever. But you know, that was kind of ruined.
I like him because he's the Vaporwave Pokemon, dude.
Yeah, and he's like hella Vaporwave and all that. I do love Azumarill. Funny enough that because you mentioned him, and I like I can't think of like Pokemon names right now. Like the first, I feel like I always had like a really strange attachment to in the first like part of Pokemon, like your first area, the Pokemon you would catch in those spots. So like, you know, like Rattatas and like things like that, and like there's a little Zigzagoon and like the little fox guy. I forget his name.
Ferret. What's his name? The fox.
Sentret's cool too. I don't know. There was like a little wolf fox thing that you would catch.
Poochyena?
Yeah,
Poochyena.
And Zubat and all that. I love those ones. They're so boring and basic, but they hold like a special place in my heart because I fucking love them.
Have you ever caught a shiny?
I don't know. In an actual game, I have seen shinies, but I didn't know. I thought my game was bugging. So if I remember, I caught a shiny, like I forget what it was. It was like a shiny something. Might have been like a Pikachu or something. It was when I was like the days of Safari, Pokemon Safari.
The Safari
and you
zone?
go into the Safari and catch things.
Right.
Yeah. In the Safari zone, I caught like I'd catch like because I would spend hours, I'd spend days in there trying to catch things. I don't know why. That was like my zone. I loved it. And I spent like I would get like a different shaded Pokemon and I'd be like, my game's broken. I'd restart and I'd catch it again.
No!
You don't look right. I don't know what's going on. My game's bugging. And I'd restart my game.
Fuck. Dude, I'm pretty sure my first shiny was the original silver version. Like the Game Boy one. Not the DS one. The Game Boy one. And I remember like I knew what shinies were because the anime talked about them. And Ash in the anime had a shiny Noctowl. He had a shiny Noctowl. It was the coolest thing ever. So one day, I was in the forest that's after the second gym leader. I forget the name of the towns. Like, I'm not gonna fucking remember, whatever. And I'm going through the forest, and I see a fucking Hoot, and it fucking does the sparkle. I think like there's an animation where like goes like fink.
Did they? Oh, I don't know.
It has an animation.
I know they do it now.
And I was like, oh my fucking god, is that a fucking shiny like Hoot? And I'm pretty sure I caught that bitch on my last fucking Pokeball. I was sweating because I'm like, I can't. So that was like the only shiny I ever had.
You would never get another chance.
Because I'd never seen in the original games, I'd never seen a shiny again. Besides Red Gyarados, because he's like in the game. Like everyone can catch the Red Gyarados.
I thought that was just like a gimmick. I didn't know that was
Red,
like a
Red
shiny.
Gyarados is a shiny.
They just said he was a gimmick.
Yes, Red Gyarados.
They never said anything about him being a shiny. They're just like, oh, he's just a legendary special Gyarados. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's a shiny. Shiny Gyarados is red. That's Red Gyarados. Red Gyarados is shiny.
Yeah,
shiny,
now
shiny.
I know that, but back then I was like, oh, he's just he's special.
So it was that
he's
one.
A special logo.
And I think one of my playthroughs through like Sapphire, I got a shiny Zigzagoon. And what's funny is like
awesome.
I didn't see the shiny like animation, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, you look different. What the hell?
Something right.
I was like, something ain't right. And I caught him, and then I was like, wait, well, this is a fucking shiny. And then yeah, I was like, holy shit. I don't remember which copy it is, but
see, that's why that's one thing that I'll kind of like never really forgive Pokemon for. I know I feel like a bit of a baby bitch kind of complaining about this, but I hate how some shinies, it would be like, oh, this Pokemon is brown, and then this one is a dark, and then the shiny one is a dark beige, and it's like
I hate shinies
can't
like
fucking
that.
tell.
Yes, dude.
Like, what's the point then? Like, if you're gonna give me a shiny Pokemon, make it red and blue, change its pattern, like completely change it. Like I don't. I hate it when they just kind of give it like a, or at least make it gold. I loved it when isn't like shiny Pikachu like a golden color more than like a yellow?
I think he's like orange. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like an orangey or I don't know. Anyway, I always liked Pokemon where it was like if they were like beige or something, then they'd get really golden if they were shiny. That's cool.
Yeah.
But
or like what is it? Shiny Mudkip is purple.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so awesome. Brown to purple. Obviously, I want the purple one. That's sick.
Right. Oh my god. Do you remember the fucking meme? So I heard you like Mudkips. That is like such an old fucking meme.
No,
this
what?
might have been before fucking your time. Yeah, dude. Holy shit. Yeah,
okay, Grandpa.
Dude. It was just like just a random meme, and there was like this YouTube video of like the Pokemon anime of like Ash pulling out the Pokédex. And it's like the two Mudkips bickering, and they would just loop it for like it was like Like, do you love Mudkips? Hour-long compilation or something. It is just two Mudkips going Mudkip back and forth. It's so stupid. It's like
I don't remember this.
random ass fucking meme. Holy, that's an old fucking meme.
But Pokemon aside, like there's like so many other like very early video games that I played, because you know it's crazy, we're like as far in as we are and you haven't even talked about like Mega Man yet.
I know. I guess we can segue into that, which is
dude, I played so many video games when I was like starting off. I want to talk about a certain video game that was another one of my first video games.
Okay.
This is so fucking niche. This is some niche shit. I don't really know anyone that played this. The studio that made it like doesn't even exist anymore, I don't think. It was just like a Sony game. It was like just Sony or whatever, and then some team made it. But I was on the PlayStation 2, and it was called Drakan the Ancient Gates. And technically, that was my first RPG open world game I ever played, right? Because I loved Skyrim. You knew I loved Skyrim, right? That was like my first like I picked up Skyrim and I played it and I kind of knew what I was doing and I figured it out all on my own. But like Drakan the Ancient Gates. Oh, I need to charge my headset. Drakan the Ancient Gates. This was like such an old game, and it was literally just about like you're this woman, and God, she was so hot, dude. I think the main character from Drakan the Ancient Gates was my sexual awakening. She was like this bad brunette girl, and you played as her, and it's like medieval, and you get to ride a dragon, right? And that's the whole thing. And what's so funny is like, even though I was obsessed with Skyrim, all I wanted Skyrim to do was be Drakan the Ancient Gates, because in Skyrim, for the longest time until the DLCs, and even when the DLCs did it fucking sucked, you couldn't ride dragons. The whole game was about dragons, but you could never fly them.
Oh,
and then
I see.
When they dropped like Dragonborn, you could fly them, but it was more of like a point and click, like you go here and then it just automatically kind of kills everything, and it's really fucking lame.
I see,
right?
I see.
In Drakan the Ancient Gates, this is a whole game where you are not only like, you can be this girl and you can run around anywhere in the whole entire world. It's completely open world, and go in caves and like fight any bosses you want, side quests, explore, find secrets. But then you can like get on this dragon and then fly anywhere as well. Completely open world. You can land your dragon anywhere in the world. Ooh. It was so fucking cool.
What?
And it was also another one of those games like Gex, which are like my favorite types of games, where you'll kind of have an area that is like a theme, right?
Right.
And then when you go through this portal, you'd go to like this other realm, and then that realm has a theme. So like the first realm was like kind of like autumn, like castles and all that, and then the next realm would be like it's raining constantly, and then you fight like these 3 hydras and stuff. And I remember that being like the scariest level ever.
Oh.
And this is like the game that also taught me about all the RPG gimmicks, you know, goblins and like orcs and like minotaurs and like all that stuff. And there's also a really scary horror. Dude, I wish you knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. This is why I love RPGs so much, because like I genuinely like all my favorite games, like coincidentally, have always just been like RPG type of games.
See,
like if you give me a full like realm to do anything I want, go anywhere I want, I'm going to enjoy it no matter what.
Because like I knew like I didn't really know anything about like what kind of video games you actually like besides Skyrim before this conversation podcast. But I knew, I was like, I should probably recommend you, instead of like a Mega Man, I should recommend you like an RPG I really like. Because if you like Pokemon, then you would love other RPGs that I like. And there's a bunch of RPGs I like.
Don't worry, we're going to swap games. I'm going to make you play something and you're going to make me play something.
We'll go back and forth.
This is going to be off topic, but I want to talk about something, right?
Okay.
So my dad was a handyman.
Yeah.
Right? So he was the type of person that could like build a chair or build a couch or like just build like bed frames just from scratch. Even if they were kind of shitty, he could still do it, right?
Right.
And then he would like teach me how to build things and all that. And I remember one of the funniest things about like our little projects is that he'd be like, okay, what do you want to build, right? And then I would pick like just random items and things from video games that I like, and then we would go out into the backyard with literally hammer and nails and some wooden planks, and we would like
that's
like try and build it.
Fucking cool.
Yeah. And in Draken, the Ancient Gates, the first technically level, like the first like cave that you go into it's like this marshland, and there's like a bunch of like really scary goblins, and it's like super fucking scary, dude. I can't explain to you like how it's so scary, but like even because I went back and played it like a year ago because I love playing old games and like games I'm nostalgic about.
Right.
I went back and played it. It's still kind of scary, low-key. It's just like it's a marsh. There's goblins. Oh, it's another one of those games, by the way, where if you die, it's fucking like it's over.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know you like save manually, and it was so old and shitty that if you saved manually in a spot where you can't get out of or anything, you're self-locked because you get one save. You don't get to have multiple saves. You get one save on your like you know how like PlayStations had that
right, the memory card.
Yeah, you had one save on that. You had one save on your memory card, and if you fucked up your save, like let's say you fell into a ditch, and then you were like, fuck, I'll leave it here. I'll save. You're fucked. The game's over.
Really? Is the game short? I would assume a game like that would.
The game was long as hell.
Wow, interesting.
So it was just really shitty. Anyway, this first level, there was like this big, like the Goblin King had like this big wooden chair with like feathers and like all this like on it, and I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. Dad, please help me make this. And that was what taught me how to like build things, which segued into like me like low-key being a mechanic because I was like, I want to build cars.
Oh, it's all making sense now.
Yeah, but I was like super into like things, and we built like this giant goblin chair, and we had like feathers and stuff on it, and it was so cool. I don't have it anymore, but it was awesome. I was super young when I did this.
You're so fucking Frankie coded. It's not even funny, dude.
Not really. I'm not that good. Because I couldn't do it anymore. Like now I'm so like useless when it comes to like being handy. I can't even like screw like my fucking Dyson into the wall. I just can't fucking do shit like that. But when my dad was helping me, we would build the coolest thing. I am a victim of like the hold the torch while I figure out what's wrong with the car type of kid. I'm a victim of that. I did that all the time.
That is
traumatizing me.
That is a traumatizing canon event that you. Oh god, dude. For me, it was the flashlight and the fucking my dad working on his car.
Yeah. And it's like, hold it still! What are you doing? I'm sorry.
You know what's funny is like I don't know if it's just like a universal thing, but my dad would get frustrated because not because I was holding it wrong, but because he couldn't see it. So he would just take it out on me and be like, "You're fucking this way," and I'm like,
yeah. My dad, I knew because like he'd be like under the car, right, like looking for the spot I'm trying to flash, like get the thing, and then I know if he comes out, he'd give me this look, and he'd be like, "Is there something wrong with you, mate?" I'd be like, "I'm so sorry," and then he'd come up and he'd hold my arm, and he'd be like, "Stick here, move an inch, and you're not eating tonight." And I'm like,
"Oh my god!"
He was always kidding, but he would get so pissed at me, bro.
Dude, wait. Speaking of like dads and like help me out stories, right? Dude, the worst is like my dad did this thing that he would call it was like a. I wish I knew how to rage bait him back then. I'd be like, "Is this your bit? Is this a bit?" Dude, I wish, dude. Because my dad used to always be like, "Okay, so there's different screwdrivers. There's a flathead and there's a Phillips, right? The star shape." I don't know the fucking names for them. So my dad would be like, "Get me the screwdriver," and I'd be like, "Which one?"
Oh my god!
Be like the Phillips head, and I'd be like, I was like, "This is a different language," and I'm like, "What does it look like?"
The exact same core language, the same core memory, dude.
And you would hit me with it's this one. Come on, use your common sense. It's literally common sense. I'm like, I'm 8 years old.
Dude, I remember he did that to me when I first was like learning words and stuff. So he'd be like, "Go get the Phillips," and I go, And I'd be like, which one of y'all's name is Philip? I'm like looking for the one that just says Philip on it, and none of them would say Philip. They're all just different colors, and I'm like, none of these say Philip. I don't know which one's Philip. Because I thought I was assuming when he said, I want the Philip screwdriver, he like had screwdrivers and he named them Philip.
Right.
And he would like write, this
Oh
one,
my fucking
none of them's name was Philip.
So
I couldn't
funny.
find Philip. So traumatizing.
Dude.
Anyway.
Ooh.
Yeah, I loved building things from video games so much, dude. I remember in primary school, like, because we have like compulsory, like they kind of like put you in every class once to try it, and we were in like a sewing class, or I don't know what it's called. Like it's a class where it's trying to teach you like how to make clothes and stuff, like a fashion class, right?
Right.
And they were like, oh. Like after they taught us like obviously how to sew and all that, they were like, oh, build make a outfit, like make like one article of clothing of any kind you want. And I remember I made I made something that I was super into from Final Fantasy. It was like the cloak that he wore. That's what I liked.
That's
it was like
so
because I loved the
cool.
idea of like cloaks that you don't put your arms in, so I made like the cloak. And it was so cool. I loved it.
Do you like Final Fantasy? I assume. Well,
I'm not. Like I am super into Final Fantasy, but I only really played like the new ones. So like my favorite Final Fantasy, you're not gonna like it. It is Final Fantasy 15.
Is that the one with the e-boys and the cars and shit?
Noctis and stuff.
Dude.
I love
Fantasy. Dude. I watched my ex girlfriend at the time back in 2018 play that, back when we all lived in that apartment together. Dude, I watched her drive, and I'm like, where's the RPG part? Like, this isn't Final Fantasy.
I mean, it was strange. I understand that, but I don't know, man. All the boys were so hot, and
I swear to God, that game,
car was
that
so
game
cool.
is carried by the fucking hot characters. I swear to fucking God.
I love the blonde. I love the nerdy blonde guy so much. He's so awesome. And then the DLC of Final Fantasy 15, where you get to play as them, is like the coolest thing. Like they each get their own story that is all about them. It's like a side story. Was like the coolest thing.
Is that
like, it was actually so One Piece coded, like, you know, time skip, and then they're all like on their own islands and they're all split up.
Right.
Final Fantasy 15 did that, where in the story they all get split up.
Oh, really?
And then in that part, each of them has their own DLC only about them and what they went through during the split up.
Oh,
and it's so cool.
Okay.
They all have their own ways to fight and all that, and I thought it was so awesome. And I don't know if I'm dumb, but the Final Fantasy 15 was the first Final Fantasy I remember with like the summon system, or at least the way they did it in 15. You know, the when you summon a whole god to like finish off an enemy,
Right.
and you could like fight like a snake on the ground, and you could be like, summon, and it summons this like actual being that just obliterates it and does 1 billion damage.
That might be pretty OG, because I remember Final Fantasy 4, which is 2 in America, for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I
never played.
There's a character that can like summon like titans to like attack.
Yeah, the Titans. That was the coolest stuff to me. I don't know.
That's the only.
But I'm a new gen Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna lie. My shit take that is gonna get me executed for saying this right now is I wasn't a big fan of 7 Remake.
So the thing with that is I probably wouldn't like 7 Remake either, because I like hot take. A lot of Final Fantasy fans were like, "What do you mean? You're being a boomer?" Blah blah blah. But I'm like, dude, Final Fantasy 7 was like a turn-based RPG, and yeah, it was like turn-based. And then they made it, I believe they made it into like a hack and slash, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking play this. Like, it's.
I think there was 2 versions of it where you could play one way or the other.
Really? It's been so long, so I don't remember.
I don't remember. I didn't like it. I played a little bit of it, and I was like, I don't know. I'm not gonna. If I can't make it to the scene where he cross-dresses, then I don't care. So I just stopped playing.
I'm pretty sure that's very early in the game.
I didn't make it. I met the main villain or whatever. I was going to the city where it was like kind of all destroyed and stuff, and then I was like,
Sephiroth, right?
I'm good. Yeah, Sephiroth. Sephiroth's hot.
Yeah,
I gotta stop being gay. Sorry.
No. It's fine. It's fine. You know what's funny about Sephiroth? That was funny enough the inspiration for the colors I have on my avatar.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Which I think feels fake because I've never actually beaten 7, and I'm not even that big into Final Fantasy.
Oh my God.
It's a series I've always
Sephiroth-
wanted to. But
You like
Sephiroth's
him in
cool.
video games.
He's the OG
He's cool,
DeviantArt like OC that's badass. Like I'm an angel with a long sword and one wing. That's if you dude.
He's so cool.
If you wrote that or designed that now, people would say, "Go fuck yourself. You're corny as fuck." But back
I
then,
would say Gooner game and not play it.
but
yeah.
back then, it was like cool as fuck because he was like the first one. It was so cool. He's a
He was
one-winged
the
angel.
first character to aura farm before we even knew aura farming existed.
Dude. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
You have to know, like, do you know, like, the iconic scene where, like, Sephiroth burns down a village and he, like, looks into the camera and then walks away and walks into the fire? He's so cool. He's so cool. I'm a fake fan because I've never played I've played
That's okay.
7.
I mean, I really love all the people in Final Fantasy 7. Actually, Barrett was like a huge inspiration for not my character, but like all my lore and stuff because he's like so fucking cool, and I love characters that have giant miniguns as their arms. Because Black Hawk Shooter has a giant cannon on her arm, and I think that's so fucking cool. Which is why I thought Barrett was so badass. I'm like, this is the coolest man ever. Oh my goodness,
I love Barrett.
I love him.
I like Tifa, but
that's for a different reason.
Hey, she's also a bartender. She's a bartender. She's a bartender.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. I do love her. I don't know. I wish I was more into Final Fantasy as I am, but
I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like as a for me, like retro gamer, like grew up with the older stuff. I'm like, I missed out on like the older Final Fantasies or Final Fantasy in general. I feel like is a series I would like. What's up?
You know how Final Fantasy is kind of like that Japanese 3D game? I can't explain like the kind of Japanese game it is, but you know the type of Japanese game that it is, where it looks like that, right?
Right.
The first version of like something that I played like that, and I was real young when so this was another like awakening for me or whatever you want to call it. But do you know what the Dead or Alive series is?
The fan service game with the yeah.
It's a fighting game, and it's cool. But yeah, that was like kind of the first like Japanese 3D. I don't even know if it's Japanese, but it looks the same as Final Fantasy, and it was like I thought it was so cool. I loved Dead or Alive, and honestly, the way that like they make characters in games like that, like the way they like inspire, like dude, this was like our Genshin Impact before Genshin Impact, where like we would play games and the characters looked so cool that it's like this is why I play this. This is why I play
Genshin Impact before Genshin Impact's fucking crazy, dude. Holy shit.
Because like if the characters weren't cute in like games like Genshin Impact and Zenless, like would people play it? Fuck no, they wouldn't.
Oh no, fuck no.
No, exactly, and that's what Dead or Alive was. People play Dead or Alive. The gameplay was alright, but the characters looked fucking amazing.
I remember seeing Dead or Alive. It was either in a Nintendo Power or a Game Informer magazine, and it was like I think that the advertisement on the page was like, close the page, make sure no one's looking. Flip, like it said. This is the text. It said on the advertisement in the magazine, and it's like, "Are mom and dad gone? Cool. Okay, look, this is Dead or Alive. Boobies and fucking and jiggles and it's also a fighting game." And I remember reading this and I was like, "Oh God, I can't get out." I was too young to get that. Too young to ask my mom to get it for me, I should say. I was like, "Damn it, I want it."
My dad was strange, dude. I was like 13, 14, and he was like, "Here's Dead or Alive. I thought this looked awesome. Play it." He didn't give a fuck. I don't know. My dad's strange.
That's so fucking funny, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, he'd be like, "This looks pretty cool. This looks like something I'd play." So I'm like, "All right, Dad, I'll give it a shot." Good lord, what am I playing? But I don't know.
Dude, I love.
I thought it was cool.
I love parent like video game stories. Like my dad used to be chill, dude. He apparently, when I was in my mom's tummy, when I was a developing fetus or whatever, right? My dad had a Sega Genesis and was playing the first Sonic. He used to play the fuck out of the game.
Oh
apparently.
my god, what?
And then,
no way, my dad didn't play games.
And then after I was born, he was just like, I'm done with this shit. He's just like never played video games after that. I get it. He just fucking put it into me, and then I was birthed. I guess maybe that's what happened. Because I used to be more of a gamer back in the day. Now I'm not, dude. I used to love.
Neither of us are really, to be fair.
Do you think that's like an age thing, like coming of age thing, or like?
No, I'm not that old. If a good game comes out, I'll play it.
Right.
But it's just kind of like about being busy, because I can't like ever give myself a good like reason to play video games, because if I'm not streaming it or something, I feel like I'm wasting my time. Even if it's super cool, I kind of feel like I need to like it just feels like I'm not. I don't know. I can't do it in good conscience, I guess.
I feel
That's
like
weird.
If I play a game, I can tell I don't like it if I don't feel productive while I'm playing it. Like if I feel like I wasted time, I'm like, dude, I'm actually not having fun with this game. But it's like the rare once in a blue moon I'll play a game where I'm like, this is so fun, where I don't like, yes, you're not being productive if you play a video game. No shit. But like that guilt feeling that like you're wasting your time because you're not enjoying it. When I play a game and I'm like actually having fun, I'm like, I don't feel that like you should be doing something else. It's like, no, I feel fulfilled. That's what I felt when I went through like a long video game, like playing new games, like games I haven't played. Instead of replaying a game I've already played, or something like Smash where I could just turn it on and play it, like trying something new, right? I went through the longest like pick up a new game for once drought until like Amori came out, and then I played Amori and I was like, oh my fucking god, that's a game I want you to play, because it's an RPG.
That was like Starfield for me, I think. Like I wasn't really playing many games, but then like Starfield dropped and I was like, I'm a Bethesda suck off. Obviously I'm gonna play Starfield. It sucked, but I'm happy I played it. It got me out of my like kind of groove.
Gotcha.
I feel like such a fake, because the games that I love so much, as of the recording of this, there are like new ones that I should be playing in the series. Death Stranding 2 just came out. I literally fucking love Death Stranding 1 so much. It's one of my favorite video games ever.
Really?
As of the recording of this video today, Death Stranding 2 is very recent. I have not played it yet. I don't know if I will play it anytime soon, because I just don't know. I want to be in the mood for it. I want to be able to feel like I can immersively throw myself into Death Stranding and like not feel like I need to be doing something else, or like I don't know, like I want like a clear conscience. Like I only really enjoy games when they give you that like feeling that you had when you're a kid, and it's like, you know, you just got back from school, you have no responsibilities, and you get to play the games.
Right.
That's kind of how I like the games.
Dude.
And I haven't had that yet.
I didn't even know I didn't even know a second one came out. I'm that out of touch with games, huh? Holy shit. Oh, I never got to
Did you play one?
No, I never played one either. I've never even played the Metal Gear games. I know they're not related, but it's the same guy. I would like to.
No way! You have to play Hideo Kojima games. They're so good. I mean, Hideo Kojima? Yeah, Hideo Kojima. Yeah.
Kojima.
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of Higedeki Naganuma.
Dude, do you follow Hideo Kojima on Twitter? He is so obsessed with that fucking bear.
Yes, I do. Dude, he's my favorite Twitter account.
Dude, I love when he's like, watching this movie. Didn't like it. Or like he'll be like what is it? It would be like I'm trying to like do this in like a meme format. He'll be like Titanic 2 comes out or some shit, or like some fucking movie, and he'll be like, movie was mid. Then he'll be like, Paddington the bear.
Yeah. He always does
he
that.
He loves Paddington.
Yeah, exactly. I remember exactly what you're talking about, because he watched Paddington, and it's like 3 paragraphs of like, this is why I love Paddington, this is awesome. But then if he ever like watched a movie that he didn't like, he wouldn't really be like, it's mid, but he'd be like, just watched so and so.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it's like, this motherfucker did not like it. He has nothing to say. He did not like it.
Did not like the movie. Yeah. I think didn't he say that for like Miss Marvel? It was like one of those like objectively bad Marvel movies.
Yeah, he did.
He was just like, just watch Miss Marvel. And it's like, ooh. It's like that Kojima just announcing, just watch this movie. and you know he didn't like it, is the equivalent of like when Gordon Ramsay's like sticking his knife through the food and puts his forks down, hasn't even tasted it. Same energy.
God, it's the
same energy.
Right.
This is like, oh, we're fucked, dude. Don't fucking waste your time with this one.
Literally the dog with its eyes closed, like. And he does that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. I don't know.
Oh, so
man, one day movies that'll be fun.
Two things. One, I still need to tell you my favorite game. You know my favorite series, but you don't know my favorite game because we got so fucking distracted. Two, I believe we're a bit over an hour already.
What?
These go by so fast. I'm telling you. I know.
There's more I want to say.
Dude, there's so fucking much I want to say, dude. I'm like, this. I've been looking at the time slowly. I saw 50 minutes a while ago, and I'm like, oh, dude, fuck me. I was like, we have so much to fucking talk.
I haven't even grazed the surface.
We can do a part 2 for video games at like another time or next episode. We can come back.
I have to, because I want to talk about like arcade games that we like. Because I love arcades. I love going to arcades. Do you go to arcades?
Yes, that's why I keep telling you the fucking arcade near my house. You're gonna fucking love it. It's not one of those like Chuck E. Cheese arcades. It's like retro machine arcades. It has like Donkey Kong. Fucking.
I love arcades, dude. I love going to the arcades and playing all the rhythm games like the Daiko.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Oh my god, dude, they have so many Daiko machines in Japan. Oh, you're gonna.
And all the Sonic games and stuff at the arcade are so fun, dude. They're so stupid. I love them.
Dude, when we fuck it. Maybe when we have that Alex Shibi date in Japan, we go to the arcades. Fuck it.
A Japanese arcade would be the most overstimulating thing ever. I'd be so in my element.
So sick, dude.
Oh my god.
There's literally, you don't even have to look for them. They are everywhere in Japan. Those fucking arcades are everywhere.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
They're everywhere.
We need to specifically go to like an arcade bar.
Let's see.
That's what we need.
I'll see if they have one. I'll look it up.
I bet you they do. They have to.
They have to. It's Japan.
The Japanese like to drink and they like to play arcade games. It's got to exist. It's got to exist.
There's got to be at least one person who's like, I have an idea.
I don't have my brain, fellas, but I have an idea. Anyway, your favorite video game? Tell me.
My favorite video game. No story. No padding. Just straight up to the point. My favorite video game of all time is Mega Man X1 for the Super Nintendo. That game is perfect. It's flawless.
Oh my god.
It has a good story for what it is. It's a very simple story, but you get very immersed in it. You are simply X. You're not Mega Man, because the X series. So there's Classic Series, which is the Mega Man you know, and then there's Mega Man X. They just call him X. It takes place 100 years after the main series, and is basically there's no official reason, but it's 100 years after, and X is like the new Mega Man, and he's like super advanced, and basically society like grows because they find him in a capsule. He was buried 100 years ago, and he's so advanced for his time that they use his like not DNA because he's a robot, but like they use his information they use his coding and stuff to like create a new era of robots, and like it's like fucking they're super fucking advanced. But Mega Man X or X is like he has like hesitation and like feelings and stuff, you know? It's like crazy. All these other robots are just really advanced, but he's like the most human.
Was Mega Man conscious like the original Mega Man?
The original Mega Man was just you just like did what you told. Kind of just.
I don't know anything about
just he's less.
I always get Mega Man and Astro Boy mixed up in my head.
Well, because they look alike. Yeah, yeah. Mega Man's like the. I don't know how to explain this because they're both blue. Mega Man X is the one that has the red gem on his head. If you've seen that one.
Yeah, I know. Oh well. Maybe.
I'll show you a picture.
It sounds familiar.
But anyways,
show me.
Mega Man X is cool.
Should I play that as my first Mega Man?
X1 is a great game to start with, honestly, because you have wall jumping, which you don't have in the other games, and the controls are smooth. You can dash, and it's a pretty straightforward game. I think you... See, you don't like platformers, so that's why I'm like, maybe she won't like Mega Man. But it's my favorite game of all time.
Well, it's not that complex. It's some platformers I like, you know. I played like platformers. I played Happy Wheels. I don't know.
Fucking God, you fucking dumbass.
No, like I don't know. I played platformers. Okay. Well, listen. I'll play it for you, all right? And I think and I think it'll be fun. I haven't played a platformer in a long time, so
I think when it comes to the NES era, so like Mega Man 1 through 6, those games are like the peak of that console, or like platforming in general. Which is why a lot of indie platformers take inspiration from Mega Man, because those games are so fucking good. But X1 is like objectively like a masterpiece, because like the regular Mega Man series, you know, like all the bosses are like, oh, it's like Bubble Man, Heat Man, Quick Man. They're all like
sure.
item or whatever, and then Mega Man X is like, it has this more mature feeling, because first of all, the design looks more like it looks less simplistic and childish, which the OG Mega Man series is very, very childlike and like silly. But X is like, it has a very serious tone. All the fucking the designs are more like, they're not simple. They're like more complicated, and like all the, instead of Robot Masters, they're called Mavericks, and they're robots that went bad in Berserk, and you have to fight them. But instead of like, you know, like Starman, Heat Man, all this shit, they're animal and thing. So it's like Chill Penguin, Armored Armadillo, Spark Mandrill, Sting Chameleon, and then like they're fucking cool because they're less simple. They're like animals, Launch Octopus, fucking Storm Eagle, and because it's the Super Nintendo and it has like a more advanced like sound chip, it's kind of like replicating that like Super Nintendo like guitar type of sound. So all the songs sound like fucking, like they could be fucking rock songs, and the game is so fucking peak, dude. It's so good.
That sounds cool.
X1 is my favorite game of all time. Even though I prefer the classic series, X1 I think is like nothing can ever.
I'll play it and you'll watch, and it'll be hella fun. There is this like platformer. I wish I could remember the name. If someone watching this understands what the fuck I'm about to like ramble on random niche details and try and name it, but it was this one side-scrolling platformer where you played as like this fox guy thing, and it was like super like autumn themed and Japanese, and it was like super fucking pretty, and it made the little like whenever characters spoke, it was like and it was on the PlayStation. The Xbox. It was like
a platformer?
Like, yeah, it was a platformer, like a side-scrolling platformer thing.
Fox.
But you also fought people, you know, like Mega Man, but newer, way newer. And I don't remember. Samurai, you were a fox samurai, I think. Anyway, that was a side-scroller I really, really, really liked. I really liked the idea of that. I thought that was really fun.
I'm thinking of Pocky and Rocky or some shit like that, but I think that's like a overview shooter game. So
no, it's not that one. I played it for free, Xbox Live. I was a kid. I don't know. I have such faint memories of it. I haven't found the name of it yet. I want to find it someday. That was a good side scroller, so I do know I can like side scrollers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
I do like some
good side scroller. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I haven't played a good one. Who knows? I just think that they're kind of like repetitive. I guess I don't know.
They can be, but there's good ones. Like too many to name. There's a lot.
I'll play anything because you're playing Skyrim. Oh my god! I can't wait to see what you do.
My first,
I can't wait to see what build you do. Oh my god!
I'm excited. Is it anything like Dark Souls?
Is it like Dark Souls? More like happy-go-lucky than Dark Souls. It's really like fantasy. Like Skyrim is like dark fantasy. I'd say is like people will be like Skyrim's not dark fantasy. Skyrim's like super like just because it looks pretty, it doesn't mean it is like a pretty world. Like Skyrim, the world of Elder Scrolls is fucking depressing.
Right.
So it's like super like dark fantasy and like. Dude, you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
You play it in first person. I mean, you can play it in third, but you can play it in first person. And unlike Dark Souls, you don't really have like a place to be. you can go do anything. So like you'll do the first level, and then right when you get out of the prison, you can go do anything you want. You're completely free.
Oh, so super free roam. Oh, that's so cool.
So you can start thinking about your character, like the second you pick your race and your build and your stats, like you just go out there, and then you can just go like so like I don't know, let's say you wanted to be an archer, right? You'd go into a cave, you'd find a bow leaned up against the wall, you'd pick up that bow, you'd find some arrows, and then you would immediately start like your bowman journey of like shooting people, getting that skill up, investing the skill into the skill tree and getting better and all that. And then like maybe sneaking, because you know sneak archer is like the most popular like OP build in the whole game,
right?
Which I think you might do. But I like to think, knowing you might just go like battle axe or something fucking funny like that. Honestly,
when I play games like that, or like a 3D environment where you attack and stuff, like let's say like Monster Hunter, because I play Monster Hunter. I like whatever I can fucking jump in and fucking jump you, like whatever. Like I'm very aggro. I'm aggro as fuck, dude.
You wanna be aggressive?
I'm so aggro, dude. Yes, dude.
You might want to play like orc Warhammer is like really funny, because you can just rage, get a ton of defense and a ton of attack for a short amount of time, and then just swing this giant club over someone's skull and do like 1,000 damage.
Awesome.
And there's like a bunch of moves where like if you're sprinting and then you do a sprint thing, you like jump up in the air and go whoop. That's sick. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy that. It's okay, I'll teach you.
I could fucking go on forever, but I think we gotta wrap things up, because I think we might be an hour and 20, maybe more.
Okay, I guess so. We'll have to do a part 2 for video games.
I want to do part 2 because there's I was gonna ask you like 20 other fucking questions, dude. Like
I know there's so many more games I didn't get to talk about.
Like we talked about very surface level things, and like I did a lot of storytelling, like always. But like I want to talk about like other games on the side that like I like that you don't get to hear me talk about, like Earthbound and Mother 3, or like a bunch of all these games you probably some games you've never heard of, and vice versa.
And something totally exactly like something that you don't know about, like might not know about me, but like a big difference between you and me is like we're talking about single player games,
right?
But I have actually way more hours in competitive shooters than I do anything else. I used to I'm gonna drop this for next time. I used to be a professional Call of Duty player.
No,
I was in a little shitty team.
Story time for next time, dude. I need to hear this one.
Yeah. So like not professional, but like we tried and we got into like the comps and all that, and we played for money and all that shit, and it was super fucking cool. That was like back in like the Black Ops 2 era. I can't wait to talk about that.
The most I've
for
ever
next time.
For next time. I was gonna say the most I've ever done for money was Smash tournaments, and maybe got like $10.
Oh, I want to hear about that. Next time. But we want to hear about your favorite video game, so please drop your top 3 favorite video games in the comments.
Do top three. Dude, I'll read every single comment. I'm actually curious, especially considering our audience is presumably VR chatters. I would actually be interested to know like what games are VR chatters into, because it's like a very could be anything. I don't know. I'm interested. Let me know.
Don't be shy. Even if you're Unk status, old head status, you can tell us your old favorite video games. It's okay.
If you're Unk status, your favorite game is Pong, you're on my side. Don't be afraid, dude.
Yeah. Don't worry. But you're on my side if you like the more newer ones, I guess. I don't know. Would you consider Skyrim new 2011? I guess.
I kind of. Skyrim is technically now retro, isn't it? Oh,
don't say that! Don't say that! It's not retro! It can't be!
What era? That was 360, Xbox 360 era, right?
Yeah.
That's retro, dude. The Wii is technically retro now. Yeah.
No!
It's not like retro, but technically. It's getting there.
Oh, boy.
I don't like saying that. Oh, the Wii is like 15 years old. I'm like, ugh. The fuck?
Jesus.
Oh, okay. Oh, next time. This is just a note for myself. Since we're continuing this topic next episode. We absolutely are. I need to tell you, and I can ask you the same thing. if you've ever camped out for stuff, because I'm gonna tell you my Wii camp out story. When I camped out for the Nintendo
Oh my
Wii.
god. Did I?
Ooh.
I did. I camped out for the Xbox One.
Save it for next time.
Released.
So goodbye. Yeah. All right.
Thank
Goodbye.
you for watching. Goodbye. See you in 2 weeks.
See you 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.